Imagine this. A parent walks into a store in August with a list that used to fit in a pocket. 3 pencils, a binder, a backpack. Simple, honest, done. Now imagine the same parent standing in that same aisle, phone in hand, filming a haul video while their child negotiates for a $400 backpack like it is a car deal. This is not back-to-school shopping anymore. This is a performance. And the United States is spending more than $41 billion a year to stage it. $41 billion. On pencils, backpacks, and the quiet panic of a parent trying to keep up with everyone else's reel. That is the number that should make everyone stop. But nobody does because the machine does not ask you to think. It asks you to match the family next door.
Back to school shopping used to be pencils and a backpack. Now it's a full rebrand for a 7-year-old. And what I fear is happening is we're not shopping for the first day of school or school in general anymore. We're shopping for that first day aesthetic photo. Suddenly, every kid needs a matching bento box, Stanley cup, and water bottle sling, and 14 first week of school outfits. Now moms are filming back to school hauls like they're personal shoppers for a mega influencer.
$41 billion. That is roughly the GDP of a small country spent every year on the first day of school. And here is what nobody tells you. Most of it is not going to school supplies. It is going to the aesthetic, to the matching water bottle, to the 14 first week outfits. We are not buying education. We are buying the photograph of it. The billions are easy to ignore because they are abstract. So let's shrink it down to one kitchen on one Saturday afternoon. A dad comes home. His daughter is already holding the evidence, a pair of pants, folded, triumphant. And the conversation that follows is one playing out in millions of American homes this very month. The pants are Lululemon. The price tag started at $129.
Excuse you? 40 bucks? 50 bucks? $129.
Not that much.
$89?
$94.
Is it made out of gold?
With hats.
Guys, we don't...
Okay.
We're so broke.
These are the Lululemon pants that I got.
That's $95?
They were on sale.
Of course, you would say that. They're on sale.
The original price is $128. It was only $89.
It was a schnapper. We had
$129 for a child's pair of pants. Even on sale, they walk out at $89, still more than many families' budget for an entire week of groceries. And this is the part that should sting. The dad, the skeptic, is not the problem. The system convinced a daughter that a pair of pants is a necessity, and it convinced a mother that she is being a good parent by paying for it. Then they total the day.
Do you really want to know?
How we go?
The total price that me and Mom spent today was $572.19.
Question. How much of it do you think is of Mom's?
Huh? What?
Oh, actually, you gotta take the loft receipt out of there. You paid that cash for that one.
The family table tells one story, but there is a quieter one, and it lives in a Target aisle in August. A former kindergarten teacher walks those aisles and gets flashbacks, not from shopping for her own kid, but from shopping for an entire classroom on a budget that never made it past the first month. Here is the truth most people never see. The teacher does not just teach. She buys glue sticks, scissors, paint, out of her own pocket because the classroom budget ran dry before the second week.
$3.59 for glue sticks. Back when I taught kindergarten, I would get $150 for the school year, and I was super grateful for that, but it didn't go very far. Like this pack of construction paper, $5.89. There was a ton of extra stuff that I wanted to get for my students, and that $150 ran out real fast, and then I was digging into my own pocket, paying for stuff like scissors, glue sticks, paint. The cost of pretty much everything has gone up. Like this pack of 30 glue sticks is $10, but you're gonna go through about 5 glue sticks per kid. Imagine that cost adding up for a teacher.
$150 for a whole school year. Then she totals her own small family trip, and it comes to $87. Nearly 2/3 of a teacher's entire classroom budget spent on supplies for one child. Multiply that across 25 students, and the math does not work. It never did. The system quietly expects teachers to subsidize it, and every August they do. But the most painful scene is not the one with money to burn, is the one with none. In a store in the school supply aisle, a mother is trying to explain to her children why the answer has to be no. Why the backpack they want, the name brand one every other kid has, cannot happen this year. Watch what actually happens. It is not about a bag. It is about a mother being cross-examined by her own children for the crime of being broke in the richest country on earth.
Listen, y'all, Mama can't afford it this year. Please, next year, I promise you, I'll make sure I have it.
You said that last year.
You said that last year. Can nobody take your word? Well, I have to pay bills and stuff. It's just me. Whose fault is that? Nobody's. It's just mine, though. But why y'all being so mean? Don't nobody want no book bag like that. But why y'all being so mean? Nobody's being mean. You do the same stuff every year. How come you don't never have no money?
Last year, Ma, I got talked about last year.
That single sentence, you said that last year, is the whole story. The pressure is not just financial, it is generational. The child is not being cruel. They have simply learned that a school year is measured in brand names and that a parent's love is measured in what they can afford to put in a cart. When the economy squeezes, it is not the CEO who feels it first. It is a mother in an aisle, holding a backpack she cannot justify, while the algorithm above her head keeps selling a version of school that she will never be able to buy. So where does the money come from? The honest answer is, it usually does not exist. It is borrowed. The American household has learned to fund August the same way it funds everything else, on credit, on minimum payments, on the quiet promise that next month will be better. A man sitting in his car says it better than any economist.
Americans are so broke and they desperately try to justify their brokenness. I always get Americans tell me, but the people in Mexico, they only make $20 a day. You make $25 an hour and you're still broke. Sure, you drive the newest car, but the bank owns it. It's not yours. Let me see that title. You call yourself a homeowner, but your house is made out of drywall and paper, and you're going to be renting it for 30 years before you even own it.
You can call the tone harsh. You can argue with the delivery. But the structure is real. The newest car, the bank owns it. The degree, you pay for it for 30 years. And the back-to-school haul, the matching lunchbox, the premium backpack, it sits on a card that is already maxed out.
The United States runs on credit. The United States runs on debt. Americans cannot function without credit. Instead of the United States of America, it should be called the United States of Minimum Payments.
The scariest part is not the debt. It is that the debt has been rebranded as normal, as love, as giving your child what they deserve. No parent sets out to go broke in August. They set out to keep their kid from feeling less than. And the system, which profits from that fear, never corrects them. Now step back, because this is not a uniquely American fever. Fly south to the Caribbean, and a mother in Jamaica is having the exact same conversation with the exact same brand of backpack. The name changes. The pressure does not.
Why are these school bags selling for $20,000? Trot at this rate, many for buy preschool or spirit growing from now for to reach a high school because me never can afford it. In my days, you know, if you get a John Sport, you were that girl. You remember Joy Sport? Me say me never like that bag there one. You remember the crosshair bag them look like briefcase? Wanna do that to your parents? You know, so not easy. Nowadays, the people them want spray ground and Kipling, and I can't even blame them because me go for Fontana to check out the bags that they have in store. And right now, me feel like me want spray ground because they're so dope. So I'm not even mad at you guys. And honestly, I don't know how you guys are just picking one because the variety is crazy.
$20,000, Jamaican dollars, yes, but the sticker shock is the point. The same backpack arms race, on a different island, aimed at the same target, the first day of school. She remembers a time when one decent bag meant you had arrived. Now the standard is an ever-escalating list of brand names, and parents everywhere, Kingston, Nairobi, Los Angeles, are all being asked the same question. Do you replace it every year, or do you reuse the one that still works? The answer to that question is where the money and the sanity is actually saved. Here is the part that matters. This is not a story about being poor, and it is not a story about being rich. It is a story about a system that has turned the first day of school into a test of parental worth, and about the quiet rebellion available to every single parent who is willing to refuse the test. Reusing last year's backpack is not failure, it is intelligence. Declining the 14 outfits is not neglect, it is sanity. The creator who said it best put a name to what is actually happening.
And I don't know what mom needs to hear this, but your kid does not need an aesthetic. If your kid didn't manage to ruin their backpack or lunchbox from last year and you're reusing it, You are not a bad mom, you're a smart mom. Your kid does not need multiple lunch boxes. Back to school spending in the US hit over $41 billion last year. But yeah, let's spend $12 on a pencil pouch. Now it's a yearly aesthetic rebrand.
That is the reframe. The school supplies have not gotten more important, the spectacle has. And the spectacle runs on the fear that everyone else is doing it better. So the real act of courage this August is small and radical. Buy what the child actually needs, skip what the algorithm wants, and teach the next generation that their worth was never a price tag. The mom in the aisle who had to say no was not failing her children. She was the only honest one in the room. So the next time you see a back-to-school haul video, remember what is underneath it. $41 billion. A pair of pants priced like a luxury car. A teacher buying glue sticks out of her own paycheck. A mother being interrogated by her child for being honest about money. And a world, not just one country, that has convinced itself that a child's first day can be bought. The economy will keep raising the price of the spectacle, but it cannot raise the price of what actually matters. A parent who shows up. A teacher who cares. A kid who knows they are enough without the brand. That is the only back-to-school essential that has never gone up in price. If this one hit home, pass it on to a parent who needs to hear it. And tell us in the comments, do you buy your child a new bag every year or do you reuse it until it gives out? We read every single answer. Take care of yourselves. See you in the next one.